Hey, okay, so I kind of had already done some other videos and I kind of just wanted to do some new videos because I kind of just didn't like the old ones. So I decided to break my videos up into first and second trimester and then do my third and 36-week update on a different video. Okay, also, I'm doing a new video because I felt like I just kind of did it really fast, and I felt like I didn't include some of the stuff that I really felt like maybe some people might want to know. So, first off, my first trimester, I found out really early that I was pregnant. I found out like 2 weeks before I even missed my first period. So I found out really, really early, and when I got pregnant, it was like, the beginning of November, before Thanksgiving. So that was a little difficult. I didn't. One thing I really regret as far as my first trimester goes is I didn't take my prenatal vitamins like I should. I didn't like having to take pills, and so I didn't like having to take them. Period was just like, such a drag, and I I hated it. And so for like my almost first trimester, I didn't take any prenatal vitamins almost. I was extremely tired through my whole first trimester. I was extremely tired. I could sleep probably out of a 24-hour period. I could sleep probably 15. I could sleep so long, and I was working still at the time. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. They're cutting grass or whatever. So, but yeah. So I was really tired, and I was working a lot, and I was trying to save up, and so it was just super, super hard, and I was really tired. My boobs got so sore in my first trimester. I couldn't even. If I bumped up against something, or if I tried to put on a bra, I would literally be in tears because it hurt that bad. It just hurt so bad. So I had really sore boobs. I did a lot of my cravings during my first trimester that I remember distinctly were pickles. I could eat a whole jar of pickles in a matter of a couple of hours. I could eat pickles a lot, and I with pickles I craved candies. I would crave to eat them together. I would put Jolly Ranchers and pickles together, and my mom thought it was really gross, but I didn't think it was that gross. I also craved a lot of healthy foods in my first trimester. I always wanted a salad or broccoli or and actually that kind of carried over into my second trimester a little bit. But I was craving it. I need a salad. I need one. And I didn't put on actually any weight my first trimester at all. I didn't. My starting weight was 120, and I didn't put on any weight at all. I had no kind of morning sickness during my first trimester. Nothing. No nausea, no nothing. Just extremely tired. My first trimester, I didn't have any stretch marks or anything like that. And I didn't actually. I got approved that I was pregnant or whatever, but I didn't go and register for a doctor. And I know that's really bad, actually, but like I didn't go do it because I kind of just like was so busy and things were like really hectic, and I don't know, I was being stupid, I guess, and I just didn't go. And I just like kept putting it off. So my first trimester, I didn't even really go to the doctor. I went like once to like verify that I was pregnant, but that was the only time. Okay, so my second trimester, I had an overwhelming fear. Like at the beginning of my first trimester, and actually through most of my first trimester, I was super excited and like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant, like yay, whatever, like stupid kids shit, I guess. And like I really was really excited. And then like whenever my second trimester came along and I was like, oh gosh, this is real, like oh gosh, like it had this overwhelming fear of like I need more money, I need to work harder, like I just like it was really bad. And then on top of that, me and my baby's father were having so many problems, and we were fighting so much that it was putting so much stress on me that like I was having a nervous breakdown like every week. Like I was having to breathe in one of those like paper bags, like having anxiety attacks because like me and him were fighting so bad. But I'm gonna do like a whole different like I don't know like story or whatever on that. My boobs stopped getting sore like in my second trimester. Like it was fine. Like I didn't even notice them, except they got so big during my second trimester. Like my boobs tripled in size, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, like your boobs are so big," and I was like, "Yeah, I know." I had a lot more energy in my second trimester than I did my first, and I was just like going everywhere, doing everything I needed to do. Like it was so much easier. Sorry, I'm reading off of a list. So during my second trimester, I did put on weight. I put on like, by the end of my second trimester, I think I had put on like 20 pounds. I put on some weight through the beginning of my second trimester because I was still working and stuff. I didn't put on any weight, and so I was still kind of like teeter-tottering from like 5 pounds or something. But like I didn't really put on any weight until like basically the end of my second trimester and the beginning of my third. I did start having heartburn during my second trimester, but like it wasn't as bad. Like I knew like that it was heartburn, but it wasn't bad enough for me to be like, oh, I need to take something for it. Like if it got super bad, I would maybe take Tums, but I hated Tums because of like the chalky like grossness. So I wouldn't take anything, and I would just kind of suffer through it. I had no morning sickness through my second trimester either. I had no kind of anything at all, like any kind of sickness. I was fine through my second trimester. The foods I craved during my second trimester was Mexican food. Like anything spicy I could get my hands on, I was eating it. Like I love Mexican food, and it was just like, oh yes, like. And honestly, like I never understood what people said, like when you have cravings. Like I never understood that. I was like, what? Okay, whatever, you crave whatever. But like if I didn't get what I wanted, or like there's this actually one in particular place that I love to go get chicken from, and it's Golden Chick, and they have like the seasoning, and like I love this seasoning, like love this seasoning. And like I actually in my second trimester started going through that like emotional crazy pregnant stage, because like if I didn't get what I wanted to eat, I would start crying. Like, and it wasn't like I'd never experienced that, so I would be like 1 minute, okay, I had this incident with my mom, and me and my mom were talking, and she's like, oh, well, you don't need any candy, and you don't need this, and you don't need that, and you just need to go lay down, and I'm like, no. And then I started laughing, and I'm like, haha, yeah, okay, you're right, I don't need it. And then, like, out of nowhere, like, I'm laughing, and then I just started crying. And I'm like, Mom, I need it! I need it! And, like, we got to this, like, I just, like, freaked out. And I was just, like, I was so embarrassed that I was freaking out this bad over, like, some chocolate. So I just, like, left the room, and I think she felt really bad, so she, like, went and got me some chocolate, but, like, yeah, so when those cravings kick in, for you ladies that are watching this or are, like, researching about pregnancy or whatever, like, be prepared, because some of you might go through that, and some of you might not. During the beginning of or maybe mid-second trimester, I started getting stretch marks, but I didn't know what they were. Like, they were like these, like, little bitty dots or little bitty specks, and I kind of didn't know what they were. I was just like, well, whatever, you know, like, I asked my mom if they were stretch marks, and she was like, oh, it's nothing, like, don't worry about it, and I was like, okay. So I totally didn't worry about these, like, little bitty dots that I kept seeing, but then they started coming more and getting longer, and I was like, no, these are stretch marks, and I freaked out for, like, oh my god, like, the rest of my second trimester. I was, like, putting on cocoa butter every morning, every night. Anytime I remembered, like, or thought about it, or, like, I went crazy with it. I did bio oil, cocoa butter, Vaseline, vitamin E oil. Like, I tried almost everything for my whole second trimester because I freaked out. I also, in my second trimester, found out that I'm having a boy. And his name is going to be Nico. So that was really exciting. I think, like, through my whole pregnancy, I was really miserable, and that was, like, a highlight of my pregnancy. I was super excited to find out I was having a boy because I really didn't want a girl, and I probably would have cried if I had a girl, so I was super excited. And I finally, at the end, maybe midway through my second trimester, I finally found a doctor, and he's really cool, and I went and saw him for, like, I think I got him when I was, like, 4 months, or something like that, like 4 months or 5 months pregnant. I started seeing him, and so, yeah, so he's really cool. So, yeah, so that's my first and second trimester. I also had one more thing to say. I have a cat, and for those of you who have already had kids and have cats, I'd really like to know, like, what I should do, because I've heard that cats are really bad to have around newborns, and I just kind of don't know what to do about it, and it's been bothering me, and I love my cat, but I'd rather my son be in safe safe than just, like, be in, like, harm's way, I guess. So, please give me your thoughts, comments about that, and thanks for watching. Bye.